Good morning and welcome to Radical Vision for Disabilities, where the show is all about helping people with disabilities to understand that there is someone out there that knows what you're going through. They may not be experiencing the exact same thing, but they have an idea. And then we also talk about caregivers and how important it is for those caregivers to understand that that person with disabilities wants to verbalize something sometimes, and they can't always do that. So again, on this show, we talk about how the caregivers are there and they're so needed, so important, but there's sometimes those things that the person with disabilities would like to tell them. So having said that, we've got someone coming on today who knows a lot about disabilities. She's a recent friend of mine, and I can't tell you how excited I am to have her on today. Miss Abby Curran. Hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being on. This is awesome.
I'm so excited. I'm laughing because literally I'm in the middle of a cornfield, but let's do this. Let's do this.
Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much for making the time out of your day. I know you're busy.
I'm never too busy for you, Brian.
Well, I appreciate that, Abby. Abby, our listeners here don't know anything about you. They've only just begun to get to know you. So tell us something. Tell us how you became Miss US or Miss Iowa.
Yes, Miss Iowa. 7 years of people not believing in me and not winning just the local pageant, right?
Mm.
I think the anger builds up, the determination builds up over time, and you just think, what do you have to lose? And so I gave it one more shot. It ended up to be at Miss Iowa, and I won and went to Miss USA. So yeah, that's how that works.
7 years of failure.
Yes.
Awesome. If you want to hear more, stick around. And we're back. Awesome. Abby. So, Miss Iowa. That's crazy.
It was definitely surreal. That's for sure.
Surreal. That's funny that you mentioned the word surreal because that sounds a lot like cerebral. And obviously we're on Radical Vision for Disability show, and you have cerebral palsy.
I do. Yep. I have cerebral palsy.
So
go ahead.
How does that manifest itself?
I was born with cerebral palsy. For me, I know that cerebral palsy, there's so many different variations of it. And for me, it affects my walking. I walk independently, but I do walk on my tiptoes, and my walk looks a little wobbly.
So
yeah.
And that doesn't affect your driving?
No. No.
Yeah.
Driving. I'm in the car today for like 7 straight hours. So I'm the driving master. I don't know if I'm gonna say master. I'm the driving connoisseur, put it that way.
Wow. That's awesome. Oh, there's so many questions that I have to ask you. So, tell us a little bit about your story, and I'm gonna give you the full screen here for a little bit.
You're
So
leaving
tell
me.
us your story.
You're leaving me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so my story is, again, I mentioned I was born with cerebral palsy. It affects my walk. And I think that, I just was a normal kid growing up, dealing with it. I feel blessed to have grown up in a small town. So the friends I made in kindergarten are the friends I graduated from high school with. So I didn't have to retell my story. Thank goodness. People just understood why I walked the way that I did. Most people were very supportive, helpful. And then I just kind of on a whim decided that I wanted to try out for the Henry County Fair Queen pageant. Very small pageant. It's actually at the fair every year, like in the middle of the dirt ring, the dirt track. And so I wanted to do it only because I wanted the t-shirt. And then I kind of just wanted to go MIA and probably quit and never finish that. And so they announced it in the newspaper, and my mom's like, you can't quit now because you're in the front page of the newspaper. And people did not encourage me, but people were like, what are you thinking? You're going to fall. People are going to make fun of you. Long story short, in that process, I met other people with disabilities that heard about this, and they're like, you're so brave. I wanted to do that. My parents said people would make fun of me, blah, 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 blah. So I do this pageant. I don't win, but I do place top 10. And I set out on a mission to change the lives of people with disabilities because I am not okay with other people telling people with disabilities what they can and cannot do. And not so much that, I think they psych them out. They are like, oh, what if this, what if that? You can't do this. Well, you can't decide for me. I need to try it myself. And I wanted to encourage those people with me while I went on this journey. So I started Miss You Can Do It. I always wanted to change the name, but it kind of just fell into place.
I
So
like it. I like it.
Miss You Can Do It is a national nonprofit pageant I started for women and girls with special needs and challenges.
Hmm.
And it's basically Miss America for them. But the cool part about it is I get so many calls when I've hosted this event now for 18 years, and I'll get so many calls from parents saying, my child's in a wheelchair, she can't do the opening number. My child has a speech delay, she can't do a private interview. The point is not to put these girls through quote unquote pageantry. I don't want to be a princess. I don't want to turn them into this sparkling queen. I want them to be brave enough and strong enough to say, you know what? I bet that dance is going to be hard because I'm in a wheelchair, but I'm going to use my arms and I'm going to do it and I'm going to smile through it. I'm going to do the best that I can. Or I'm going to go into that interview and maybe I speak slow, but I can do it because these are the skills you need to get through life, whether it's a job interview, whether it's, trying out for a sport or an activity, anything. You need these life skills. And I think we all get a little scared. We all get a little nervous. But what's the worst that's going to happen? We go back to our regular lives. So
Right.
that's what we're teaching them with Miss You Can Do It. 2004. I take that pageant along with me. 2008, I randomly win Miss Iowa, like really randomly.
Miss Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was, yeah, definitely again surreal, very surreal. And I went to Miss USA and I became the first and only woman with a disability to compete in the Miss USA pageant. And from then I just kept going with ways of trying to encourage people with disabilities to not go out there and let someone else make a decision for them. I just did a little, it's called an Abby rant on my social media. I got a message from one of my past Miss You Can Do It contestants saying that she's going to quit her job at the coffee shop because she has CP and they told her that she would never be fast enough to make the drinks to continue to work there. And I was like, oh girl, my Abby rant was, people might have dealt with 10 other people with cerebral palsy, but they have never dealt with me. And I am coachable, and I'm going to bust my butt, and I'm going to learn to make those coffees faster than anybody else has ever made those coffees for you. Like, I am just, yes. So I'm trying to do that for the world of disabilities. Don't let other people who don't have disabilities make assumptions on your work or your life or your abilities.
Right.
They don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I hear what you're saying. I get it all the time, with the vision and whatnot. So people will hand me something, and they'll start to have me look at something. Oh, you probably can't read that. Like, oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So it's aggravating when people do that.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do when people make excuses for you?
Well, I was kind of laughing. I have a wonderful, wonderful job right now. And I was telling my friends about what happened yesterday, what I just told you, the girl in the coffee shop. And I start laughing. I am a pharmaceutical rep for Greater Chicagoland. I love my job. But I remember when I went in for that interview, my boss was like, can you do this? Are you going to be able to do this? And I'm like, I'm damn secretariat. You understand that? I am secretariat. You don't think that I'm going to win one race? I'm going to win the Triple Crown, baby. So you better be betting on me. And unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I say that stuff. I got the job.
Awesome. That's cool.
I try to drive like secretariat every office I go to.
That's awesome. I love it.
I think half of the battle is just convincing other people that you are capable of doing what you already know you're capable of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, isn't part of the battle also convincing yourself that you're capable of what you're capable of?
I think that it takes someone to not believe in me for me to just then I have to do it. I absolutely have to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that. So you've got a lot of stuff going on. You're very, very busy. Obviously, I've caught you in the middle of your sales day, but you've got other stuff as well. So tell us about the other things that are going on with you, like your book and the TV show and all this stuff.
Well, so after Miss USA, let's try to do the order correctly. HBO did a documentary on my life and Miss You Can Do It. It's still
and what's
on
it called?
It's called Miss You Can Do It.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very cool. I feel, I mean, that was such an honor. I got to travel with them for a couple months and meet all of these women and children with disabilities and learn their stories, like from the moment they get out of bed in the morning until they actually finish the event, my nonprofit event. So it was really fun to watch how they prepare, if they're nervous, if they're excited, if they've made friends, if they went home, waiting for the next year, or if they went home just feeling accomplished and done and hanging up their crowns or not. So that was so much fun. We did that in 2013. 2015, I wrote a book for HarperCollins titled The Courage to Compete, which again is just my story. And so now I was just mentioning to you, I'm so excited about it, It's going to be our first ever. So there's still some details I need to work out, but I have created You Can Do It Surprise. So this is a sister company to Miss You Can Do It. And this year in Chicagoland, I am throwing the ultimate pool party, birthday party, slumber party celebration ever. And when I mean ever, I mean ever. And this is going to be available for any child with the challenge. When I say challenge, that's challenge making friends, challenges tying shoes, challenges in math, challenges in walking, reading, talking, right? I want to put everyone on an equal playing field. I don't like how many times I see that there are the same exact event for people with disabilities that there is for people with abilities. And I think that we need to live in harmony, and I live in harmony. You live in harmony. We need to put those kids all together and have them use their gifts to help each other. So maybe one little girl is a fast runner and one little girl can't run, but she can tie shoes. Well, the girl in the wheelchair that can tie shoes is going to need to tie the shoes for her friend who's a little fast runner so she can go pick out the best cupcakes possible and bring them back for both of them. We need to work together. And so, yeah, if I don't know if any viewers want to see, but if you check out my Facebook, Miss You Can Do It's Facebook, or Miss, oops, what?
Yeah. So where would I go on Facebook? Is there a website?
So, missyoucandoit.com. The You Can Do It surprise is a little tab that comes down, and it might still be under construction until April 1st. But this party is going to be for all of those kids in the world that did not get that special birthday party, slumber party, exciting pool party invitation. When all those other kids did, they didn't. Well, now they got a better one because we're going to have real life princesses there. We're going to make slime. We're going to have a pool party. We have a special seminar for parents to bond and, wine tasting for them. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. But I'm just trying to collaborate everyone's world into one big event. So we'll see how that goes.
So where will this be held?
It's actually at the Hilton Resort in Oak Brook on July 24th and 25th. And again, April 1st was our deadline to put everything up. So very, very soon we're gonna announce that. But this has never been done before, so we'll see. But Miss You Can Do It went 18 years strong and still going. So hopefully my party surprise will go just as well.
How many kids do you expect?
I hope I get 500. I don't know. 500 is a good number.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow. 1,000 or 2,000. No, we're ready for them. We are so ready for them. So
here it is. So let's see. I'm going to scroll this across the bottom, and here we go. So missyoucandoit.com. Is that it?
Yeah. Yep. I was kind of thinking that what we do with these kids that weekend, along with team building and learning to introduce themselves and talking about why they're so special, so that when they go back to school they're not going to be nervous about any of those things. But we also want to do everything that I think parents cringe at when they have to do it at home, like big slime bowl making with glitter and sprinkles and all the stuff that people are like, this is a disaster. Isn't that all the fun stuff though? That is the fun stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna do all the fun stuff, so you don't have the mess at home this year.
That's cool. Very cool.
Thank
you. I love it. I had no idea. I went up to the website, and that's there's a lot of very cool pictures. So that's I'll have to check that out some more.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you should come. You can make some slime. You could be the slime instructor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When is it again?
Yeah, you just forgot. I already told you.
Remind me.
July 24th.
July 24th.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna do so much fun stuff because I don't want them to miss out. And I have a lot of friends that are moms that are like, why are we opening pots of glitter? And I'm like, because it's fun. So at this party, we're going to do all of that stuff.
Okay. All right. Put me down for it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Now I'm even more excited.
So we have friends that live in the area, so we'll do it. We'll do it.
Cool. Good deal. Yes.
All right.
You can do it, Brian. You can do it.
What time of day?
We didn't. Well, I mean, so kids are going to get dropped off at 1 on the 24th. So somewhere in the afternoon, we're still making the actual agenda. We're going to have a pool party, which would make sense to do that after we do slime and glitter. Right?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Go swimming after, make a mess.
Yeah. So maybe like 1 to 5 or 6.
So it's for the people that enter, it's actually a slumber party. It's an optional slumber party. So they can either bring their sleeping bags and stay with the princesses and us. And I have a daycare providers that are my friends that are coming, like so much help. Or they can go back to their parents' room and meet us for breakfast. But I mean, we're planning a day right now anywhere from like 1 to 10 p.m. I would say the fun activities you would want to take place are probably somewhere between 2 and 5. But yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. You got it.
You're
I'll be
awesome.
there.
I'm excited.
Put it down.
Okay, good. I will email you after this show.
I just gotta get an improvement with my wife. So we'll work on that.
Oh my gosh, maybe your wife wants to make slime or cupcakes or something really cool too.
Right? You never know.
Why not?
Awesome. Well, very cool. Wow. So time is flying by here. We talked a lot about You Can Do It, the Miss You Can Do It pageant, or no, not pageant, the Miss You Can Do It day. Surprise. Okay. So, and we talked about the HBO series of the book. Wow. You grew up in a small town in Iowa, right?
I actually won Miss Iowa, but I grew up in a small town in Illinois.
Oh.
I went to college in Iowa. That's how that worked out. Yeah. Kewanee, Illinois. Do you know where that is?
Kewanee, is that
yes.
Near Kankakee?
No. It's like the land of the world's largest furniture store, Goods Furniture.
Where in Illinois is it?
It's about 40 minutes from Peoria and probably 45-50 minutes from the Quad Cities. So smack dab in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Grew up in Kewanee, Illinois.
Somewhat reminds me of where I am right now, where you just see absolutely nothing.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I was showing him my tour. There's nothing out here at all.
Hey, that's okay. That's kind of like where I grew up. I grew up in Northwest Iowa. There's not much there either. So
what town in Iowa did you grow up?
Oh, not Iowa, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. I wouldn't know. Never mind. I wouldn't know.
Near Bowling Green, Ohio.
Okay.
So anyway, very cool. So we are already 22 minutes. I can't see that, but something like that. So before we go, I want to make sure that everybody shares this video out. Everybody that's listening, if you're listening in live, put in a hashtag live. If you're listening on a replay, put in a hashtag replay. Let me know where you're coming in from, and then, as always, share this video out with as many people as you can think of, because that's how we make this community bigger. And that's really important. So if you would do that for me, please, I would appreciate it. And then let's see, we've got some people already replying or commenting here. So let's see what we have. Oh, Amron Singh. Hey, Amron. Yes, absolutely. I would agree.
That's so cool. You put him up in the bottom. Hi.
Yeah. How about that? No, so if there's anybody else out there that have any questions for Abby in regards to what she's gone through and how she does what she does, that would be great. Just put them in the comments. Abby, what else can people do to help you? What can I do to help you beyond being there on July 24th?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I'll take. Yeah, I met you on Clubhouse. I'll take any networking you've got. Who do you know in Chicagoland? Networking is always beneficial. For those people watching, that was one thing I learned in Miss Iowa. I remember being young. When I was Miss Iowa, I was 18. I'd throw away business cards, and now I'm like, where did that go? What is the guy's name? Is it Frasier? What is the guy with the curly dark hair on Frasier?
Oh, on Frasier. That's an old show. How do you remember that show?
Wait. Seinfeld.
Wow.
Seinfeld. Curly dark hair. Yes. Okay. No. Wait. He has a child with special needs.
Oh, I don't know.
I know. Okay, so there's a guy, like the main character on Seinfeld, curly hair. He's friends with that woman who also has curly hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, I emceed an event with him in Los Angeles, and I remember having his business card, and I was like, "What do you do with these?" I just tossed it.
Ah,
Now I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" In sales, it's all about networking. I should have saved that in a book. Should have sent him an email. What was I thinking?
yeah.
So younger people, if they're watching, do not think that paper business cards are just for looks. You save those. You're gonna
Right.
need them one day.
Huh. Yeah. Good advice. That's good advice. Wow. Well, this is great. Thank you so much for being on today. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your
No,
time.
thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. You broke up my day. You broke up my drive. This is great.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you're gonna come back, right?
Yeah, but you should probably like do a video when you're making slime with your wife
Okay. Okay.
on July
Deal.
24th.
All right. Sounds good. You're gonna have me there, right? You're gonna have me on the agenda.
I'm gonna have you there. I was actually thinking as I was waiting for this interview to be over that I was thinking that we're doing this parents are having their own special event just because I think parents with children with special needs particularly, but this is for all parents, they always I think they have lots of questions or feel alone, and so we're kind of doing something special for them, and it would be great for you to talk because you have your own struggles that you deal with. And I think the one thing I see parents of young children stress about online is like, what if, or how's it going to turn out? And being in my 30s now, I wish that they would believe me when I'm like, it's going to turn out okay. Like, take a breath, eat some
Yeah.
Cheetos. You're all going to be okay. just breathe. Don't stress about big things. Like, I watch parents transform their homes, and I watched a video of my own childhood recently, and my parents left the rugs out. So my mom's like, I'm learning to walk, right? With CP. And my mom says, don't trip on the rug. And I was like, hello, you could have just moved the rug. Instead,
Yeah.
I had to learn how to move or walk over the rug and not wipe out. So yeah.
Awesome. Wow. This is cool. I'm so glad you came on today. This has been awesome.
Well, thank
I've
you for
learned so
having me.
much already.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
Absolutely. Hey, will you stick around for a little bit, and I'll close the show out?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put you in the green room, or you can go to the green room, and you can have all the M&Ms you want.
Oh, lots of snacks. Good. Thanks.
All right. Yeah.
I'll check them out.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Wow. What a great show. Abby Curran, I had no idea what she is doing. So that's great information. If you can come to July 24th, please join me. I think that would be great. We've got more great stuff coming up for you next week. Like I said earlier, Steve Farber will be joining us at 10 o'clock Eastern on Monday. And Steve Farber is a great author. He wrote the book A Radical Leap, and he also wrote this book here called, I'll bring it up for you, it's called Love is Just Damn Good Business. So great author, great writer, great consultant, great coach, great friend. So look for more information on that. And please come to that show at 10 o'clock Eastern on Monday. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And as always, keep one eye on the road. Take care. Bye.